Right guys, welcome to your strength upper body workout number 14. So for today, all you need is one dumbbell and one kettlebell. Okay, if you want to use two dumbbells, then you can do for some of the moves, but I'll give you the variations when we get there. So before we get started, make sure you get your MyZone belt on, app open up on your phone on whatever playlist you've got ready to go. And yeah, just make sure you have some space. If you want a mat, make sure you've got a mat to hand. Right, so let's get into your stretches to begin. We're going to do 2 rounds. It's about a 5 to 10 second hold on each move. Do it with us guys, so we'll just work through it at the same pace. The first one you got is that cobra stretch that we normally do. You establish back for videos today.
Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Good, holding that there. Then guys, you're going to drop the chest down to the floor, reaching one hand out to the side, one hand in close to the chest. You're going to turn and press up, pressing that shoulder into the floor. Oh, shuffle back. Can't see her. That's better. Just like so, guys. And then switching sides. Turn out tight feet, you might need a little bit longer to stretch out. Good, and then final one guys, you're going to come up onto one knee. Drive your hips forward into the floor. And arms go up above the hip and you lean right back. Then switching sides. Good, so rest there guys. Now we're going to go back to the first stretch again. Just press that cobra stretch one more time. Then laying the chest down to the floor into that pec stretch. One arm out to the side, one hand in nice and close. And just twisting through. Yeah, you're right there. Just twist too forward. Switch sides. Good guys, then coming up to that knee and hip flexor stretch. And rest there. Perfect.
Oh, these are the other side. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, second side. Good thinking.
Huh.
System. Good, rest there guys. So, what we're going to get into now is your first lot of exercises, okay? Mainly done with the kettlebell. If you do need to change it up, then you can change it up depending on what you have available to you. But it's written up here for you guys as well. So, 3 sets, 8 reps on each move, okay? Anything that's single arm, we're going to work 8 either side, right? For your first move, guys, you can go through a kneeling split shoulder press. So, it's going to look a little bit something like this. You're going to drop one knee down onto the floor with one foot up in front of you. Make sure your feet are still, your front foot and your knee are still about shoulder width apart. It's just going to keep you a little bit more balanced. Working with the kettlebell, you're going to press on the side that you're kneeling. So that kettlebell is going to come up to the shoulder and you're just going to press all the way up, bringing that bicep to your ear and locking out the elbow at the top. Just like so. 8 on one side, 8 on the second side.
Really
Second exercise you can get into, you're going to come up to a standing position. Come to that standing position and you do power cleans. Power cleans will always come from the floor. So the kettlebell between the feet and powering up to clean to the shoulder and then straight back down, working all one side and then all the second side. Final move you're going to get onto, kettlebell between the feet like so, feet either side, squatting down nice and low, and as soon as you're driving up, you're pulling into that high pull there. So it's an upright row, but with a bit of momentum driven from the floor. So guys, as soon as you're ready, get onto that first exercise. It's 8 reps on each move, 3 sets to do.
That sounds actually feels really good. I think it's because there's no music. Right. Ready?
Then moving on to our second side now.
Oh my god, I actually don't think I can do it with 12 today. I'm not joking, no. Yeah. New strength.
So guys, if you find that you're struggling on one side more than the other, then feel free just to drop down to the dumbbell if you have a dumbbell at a lighter weight, or you can work with the dumbbell to begin with. It's entirely up to you. Just to add in a few little variations to give you guys something a little bit different, as much as we can anyway. Second move then you're going to get onto is your power clean. So working from the floor each rep, up to that shoulder and back down to the floor. Good, then working the second side now, keeping the chest up the whole time and just looking forward throughout. Good. Final move then is our high pull, so two hands going up, working over the top, squatting down and pulling all the way up to just below the chin. Work, guys. So once that round is complete, you can take a little bit of a rest there if you need it, and then you're going to get stuck into your second set then. Remember guys, the side that you're pressing through that knee and split shoulder press is the side that you're kneeling. So if the right knee is down, we're pressing through the right hand. If the left knee is down, we're pressing through the left hand. Just take your time with this one. You want to control that weight all the way back down to the shoulder. Second side now for our second set of 8 reps. Guys, then after that we're moving back to the power cleans again. Just make sure the kettlebell is coming into full contact with the floor. Obviously some people do have a tendency when they're working the same side just to get to about there and then straight back up into the next rep. So make sure you're moving all the way down to the floor throughout each rep.
Huh? Yeah, it's really warm.
Here. Oh, we have to. Go back. Where is it?
Is that in there?
Yeah. Oh, you give us like 20 minutes. Alright.
What?
You give us like 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I'll go to Zoe first.
Fine.
Okay. Oh, is it them?
Right, guys, final set then we're going to move on to now is back to that knee and split shoulder press again. Once you've completed your kettlebell high pulls, so our final set on these same 3 moves.
So hot in here.
a second side now for that knee and split.
Do you not recommend exercising without music? Huh? Yeah, it's awful. Shit, boy.
Final two moves now, guys, you have is your power cleans and then your high pulls, obviously working either side on the power cleans. And as I previously said as well, make sure you're coming back into contact with the floor each time. High pulls now is our final move before moving on to our last set. Okay, good, perfect. Right guys, now we're rested there. Okay, that's our 3 sets complete. If you guys are still a little bit further behind, just hit pause on the video and then you can catch up in your own time. If you're working alongside the same sort of pace as us, what we're now going to move on to is our dumbbell stuff. So for a lot of you, I think your dumbbells for 2 at a time is quite heavy. If I remember correctly about the weights that most of you ordered. So Sav's going to work with 1, because we only have 1 available. So that could be 1 variation. If you do want to work with double dumbbells, then you can do also, and it's just going to be the same moves, right? If you're working on single, then to work 4 either side, because it should be quite heavy for you. If you're working double and it's a little bit lighter, then work for 8 reps on either side, okay? Your moves are as follows, guys. So you have a standing push press to begin.
How many am I doing? 4 each side? Okay.
You're going to work on a standing push press to begin, guys. So put 1 foot back behind if you need to, otherwise have your feet about square. 1 dumbbell is going to come up to the shoulder. You're just going to dip the hips and punch up, bring the other arm out to the side just to keep you balanced, okay? 4 one side, 4 the other side. If you're working double, then you can go for your 8 because it may be a little bit lighter, right? Second move you're then going to go to is hang clean. So swinging back through the upper thigh. We're not going down past the knees, okay? We're just swinging back through the upper thigh and coming up to shoulder height like so.
Is that right?
Yep, just like that. If you get your elbow up a little bit higher as well, guys, even better. And then a final move then is going to be thrusters. Now, if you are working with 1, you're going to squat all the way down, keeping that dumbbell high up on the shoulder and pressing up. If you need a bit of assistance with 1, you can use 2 hands just to keep that steady, squatting down and punching up. All right. Again, 4 either side or 8 if you're working a little bit lighter, but you're going double dumbbell. So as soon as you're ready, guys, you can get onto that first one, that standing push press. Dipping the hips and just punch it up. Perfect. Three and 4. Good.
Hang cleans.
Yeah. Second set, swinging through the upper thigh. So guys, differences are power. We'll always go from the floor. So if you do a power snatch, straight up, or power clean, just as we did earlier with the kettlebell, you still come to the shoulder. Hang snatch, you swing back through and straight up, or hang clean, swing back through, just up to the shoulder. Good, and rest there, guys. Hopefully you should be working with that heavy heavy dumbbell at home. If your kettlebell is a little bit heavier than your single dumbbells and double dumbbells are still a little bit easy, you want a bit more of a challenge, you can also work with your kettlebell as well. So when it comes to the hang stuff, just swing through like you're doing a kettlebell single arm. So single arm swing, just up to there and back down. Alright, all different variations that you guys can try in your own time or in the workout if you want to change it up. So moving back for our second set now, we're back onto our first exercise, our standing push press. Good. Once your 4 thrusters are complete either side, then take another rest. Obviously, just due to time, guys, we're moving through it a little bit quicker. But when you're at home, you've got you're quite easy on your time. You've got quite a bit of time to get through this. Then try and work that bit heavier and take the maximum 1 to 2 minutes rest, depending on what sort of weights you're moving at. So moving into our final set now, we're back to that that standing push press. Just dipping the hips and punch up. Try and have as much control with the weight coming down as possible. Good guys, so that is our 2 sort of main working sets complete. So you can always change it up as well, guys. If you ever get bored of doing the strength sort of stuff, then you can go for more muscular endurance and then up your reps to 12 and above, and then obviously shorter rest periods, a little bit faster pace and less weight, and then obviously that's just going to target, still target the same muscles but in a different manner than the sole strength stuff does. Moving on to a little bit of a finisher now we've got, guys, it's a hollow hold for 60 seconds, right? What this looks like is laying back flat on the floor. You're going to lift your legs up. And hold in there. Now if you can, so that's a bit like a leg raise hold. If you can, reach your arms back behind you as well, like so, and hold there. You just need to lift your shoulder blades up off the floor side, just to keep the core engaged. Now if you struggle with that, just a stab now, and your hands underneath your bum and just keep your feet above the floor just a little bit, alright? As long as that core is engaged and you're feeling it, then we're fine, right? That's what we're after to work. Once you've held there for 60 seconds, it's then 2 minutes. So I'm going to sneeze.
Can I move forward a little bit because it's fuzzy?
Yeah.
Can you still see?
Yeah, I'll check it. So once you've held there for 60 seconds, excuse me, you're then going to get up to 2 minutes, straight legs like so, sit up. So as many reps as you can, the whole time. Right? Try and engage your core as much as you can. Try to use as little momentum as possible. Final little bit, guys, and then we're done. So 3 minutes worth of work in total. Your 60-second hold starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If you find, guys, that this starts to hurt your lower back, just elevate the feet slightly and actively engage your core. So something that I've talked about with clients before is conscious engagement, where you're consciously making the effort to engage them same muscles. 15 seconds gone. There's no rest time, there's no transition time. As soon as that 60 seconds is up, you're straight into the 2 minutes.
Huh? Yeah.
You hold, guys, 15 seconds. As I say, if you start to feel it on your lower back, just elevate the feet up a second. 10 seconds.
Ouch. Oh.
3, 2, 1. So straight into them 2 minutes now for the straight leg setups.
Oh.
Good, guys, good. So a minute 20 gone, so you got a minute 40 left. Just keep working through, nice steady pace. 90 seconds. How's that?
I don't actually know, it's just not comfortable.
It's better, much better. Good, 60 seconds left, guys. Keep working through. Count your reps, try and engage that core as much as you can. Good, 45 to go. Keep working, guys, keep working. Final bit. You have 30 seconds left. Last 20. 10. 3, 2, and 1.
28.
Good, guys. So Sav's managed 28 there. Get to count.
No, I just got 28.
So 28 reps there.
I
Good
went
work.
slow, though.
Make sure, guys, just count your reps and just make a note of them. So if you decide to do that finisher again, or you just have a bit of time on the weekend, you just want to see if you can beat your score, then at least then you know where you were at. Okay. All these small little notes and small little achievements are going to lead to them bigger steps in progressing further forward. So good work, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you're stretching. All right. Take care. See you later.